8:15 at the time. A national shortage of drugs for ADHD is causing real difficulties for children and young people. The Royal College of Psychiatrists is calling for schools to make reasonable adjustments for students who are struggling.
And whilst there aren't exact figures when it comes to the number of people in the UK who have ADHD, it is believed that around 5% of children and between 3 and 4% of adults have the condition. In September, a national patient safety alert was issued around the shortage of 3 major ADHD medications. There was also a problem with the supply of a 4th medication.
The Department of Health and Social Care says an increase in global demand and manufacturing issues are behind the shortages. The charity ADHD UK says that around 90% of people with the condition have been affected. Fiona Lambden has been speaking to some of those people.
I can't remember a thing for more than 5 seconds, then it's out of my mind.
No one sees what it's like for a girl to have ADHD and no one believing her. She needs the medication. And it's like, now I'm running out and I'm scared. Izzy?
What?
Is this your uniform for tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Laura is desperate. Due to a national shortage of ADHD medication, her 12-year-old daughter Izzy has had to go without her prescription.
Run!
The school literally, they couldn't handle her. It was hell, the school ringing me 3-4 times a day.
Mum, I'm kidnapping your dog for school.
She's missed a lot of school learning, suspended every day. She comes home, she's in tears. She does not sleep. She mixes shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste all together to make potions. She cuts up cloves. She will make herself drinks. She will pour washing up liquid in the drinks.
It was only after they reached crisis point, with police and social services getting involved, that Izzy was finally given an emergency prescription for 28 days, just before Christmas.
When she's on the medication, it's like sleeping. She's eating with us. She's calmer. She concentrates. She's at school. She's doing well.
How many have you got left?
6 left. So once these run out, I'm back to square one.
Laura needs a new prescription, but can't get any answer from the hospital.
I ring this 3 or 4 times a day. I've left several messages, or it just ring, 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 and says, leave a message.
Like it's doing now?
Yep. And that is what I get all day, every day.
Meeting new people, confrontation, or spending time alone.
What do you think it is?
In Devon, 16-year-old Lox was diagnosed with ADHD when he was 7. Since then, he's been on strong medication.
It does feel like there's 2 different people, and one of them is on my meds and one of them isn't on it. The one off it isn't really the person you want to bump into me as, or is definitely not the first person that you want to have first impressions of me of, because, well, no, he's just rude, he's just a rude person, he's just a mean person.
But this Christmas, due to the shortage, Lox temporarily had to go without his medication.
I hate the feeling of being off them, because it's something that I know can harm other people, and has harmed other people, and has upset other people, and has pushed friends away, and has just ruined friendships.
Lox, do you trust yourself when you're not on medication?
Not really, no.
The shortage has been driven by an increase in demand, combined with packaging production challenges, according to the main ADHD drug manufacturer. The company told us supply issues are likely to remain into April. Meanwhile, every month, Lox's mum Charlotte has to fight to find his prescription.
One day, for last month, I rang 12 pharmacies in one day. You play much football?
Yeah.
This year's a really important year because Lox has got his GCSEs. How hard is that for you right now, not being confident that there is a steady supply of medication each month?
That's hard for me as a mum, to think that he's done so well for it to get thrown away. I lose sleep, I stress, I cry. It's a frightening time.
We're just mimicking?
Yeah.
Lox is at a specialist school where nearly half of the students have ADHD.
Children's education is definitely being significantly impacted by the lack of ADHD medication. It helps them to manage some of the messages their brains give them so that they're able to complete tasks and work, as well as interact really well with other people. So without the meds, those things are really, really tricky. And for some young people, that means that it's easier to not be at school than it is to be at school.
And it's not just the pupils who are struggling with the shortage. Lucy is a teaching assistant who also has ADHD. She hasn't been able to have her medication since December.
It feels really hard. It feels like constantly forgetting stuff. It feels like having arguments with my partner. It feels like not being fully there. I had phoned up the GP and told him my symptoms, the extreme tiredness and stuff, and he recommended that I drink caffeine and coffee until I get heart palpitations, which is absolutely, it seems like, why would a doctor give you that advice? But that's the severity of the shortage at the moment.
I'm a bird. Caca.
Back in London, Izzy is hoping a new school will be a new chapter.
If she hasn't got that medication, I don't know what I'm going to do. Once I run out of these, it's I'm getting the wild child back, and I'm dreading it.
The Department of Health told us they have taken swift action to improve supplies. But since our filming, both Izzy and Lox have struggled as they've had yet more time without their medication. Fiona Lambdin, BBC News.